Oh, speaking of fat, awful people, Dick, I saw a clip of you the other day, and you were being informed that Boogie might have butthole cancer, and your immediate reaction was, the clip's 2 minutes long. You learn it like 5 seconds in. You learn. The rest of the clip is you laughing and then playing some sort of Islamic prayer while you laugh.
No, I made a special lower trombone just for Boogie. Here's the shit. I don't know where it is. Yeah, there it is. That's what I made when I heard he had blood cancer.
Why do we hate Boogie so much?
I don't hate him. I just think it's like he got this
death upon him. I mean, that...
I don't recall that.
He did shoot a .44 Magnum next to an elementary school. So to win an internet argument.
I'm in favor of that.
That was ballsy.
Yeah,
Sort of a devil may care kind of guy.
We were all kind of like, kind of okay with that. Like you didn't want to.
No, we weren't.
It was such a weird scenario. Like the whole thing.
Clear
like,
the school.
No one was okay with a warning shot. None of us were okay.
If I was his neighbor, I would have walked over and kicked the pudding out of his blood. I would have kicked the cancer out of his blood if he pulled that shit. I don't hate him. I just like a race. You know, I'm excited to see if the obesity or the blood cancer kills him first, because it's like a slow acting cancer, right?
Right.
So
you're waiting to see which one takes the lead. Do you and Boogie have horrid beef?
I think I'm just
bad blood. Why wouldn't you say bad blood there?
Yeah, bad blood.
Then he can do his. Damn it! Fuck!
The blood could always be worse.
The whole show. God damn it!
Do you and Boogie have high cholesterol?
I think I'm just a bully, and Boogie loves getting bullied. I know that he loves it deep in his heart. He just wants somebody to be mean to him all the time so he can go cry about it on Twitter.
You know what he's trying to do now, right?
What?
He wants to fight Wings of Redemption.
Yes.
In a pie eating contest?
That boxing match.
That's after.
Oh.
That'd be before. Load up.
Those two are going to box? What?
Yeah.
What quack is going to clear that?
Wait, can we pause here? Last week, we heard Wings was going to sign the paperwork on Monday. Is there an update out there?
Well, not so far today. Could be the end of the day. I don't know. I'm going by what Keemstar told me. Keemstar said beginning of this week will be the first time we do contract talks. So I don't know when it's going to happen. But when it does happen, you'll start seeing videos. I'm gonna go buy me a couple 5-gallon buckets here today, probably.
There's no way he signed paperwork.
There's no way he signed the paperwork.
Yeah.
Unless
even though he would fuck up Boogie easily. Wings, if you're out there listening, if this clip finds you, you should take this fight because you will fuck up Boogie. He's 12 years older than you. He reached an echelon of fat that's higher than yours, which means
hips are ruined.
Hips are ruined. His feet probably hurt. You know?
He has that disease where you push on the side of his leg, it stays indented for a while. Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Where you get like a
you don't know that?
non-Newtonian flu.
He demonstrated it on the show. Like he put the camera on his leg, he pressed his thumb in, and then there's a thumb indentation that lasts for a good minute and a half.
It was like a memory pillow. His flesh is like a memory pillow.
Is it? I want to call it lymphoma,
I think it's
but I think
lymphedema. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
His skin literally sloughs off like he's some sort of mutant person who's like changing into another thing, and the outside is caking off of them.
They talked about it a little bit on PK. They doubt I'm gonna do it because I'm a homebody, which is true. But they doubted I was gonna do the surgery, and I did that shit. And to me, I was way more worried about the surgery than I am this. And I had to fly across the world to get the surgery done. Because the surgery had a side effect of death. I mean, this could too, but it's very, very slim. It's way slimmer than the surgery. You fly to Mexico to from South Carolina. That's across the world, dude. That's 3,000 miles.
That's Wings. Wings has a small man controlling him. I think Boogie's just fat.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Wings would fuck up Boogie in a boxing match.
Yeah.
I mean, like cardio wise, it's really not great either on either side.
Cardio, like I
age.
think like willpower. Like I've seen Wings go into real rages. I've just seen that Boogie kind of do his character, and I don't know. I did when I was training Wings, if you want to call it that. He hit mitts a lot. That was one of the things that I think I wouldn't. He probably didn't enjoy it, but it's kind of fun. He hits hard enough, and he's got enough mobility, like the way he swings around. Like, yeah, sure. Plus, I saw Boogie hitting pads, and he stands like this and does this. It looks like he's like fake skiing.
It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
No, there's no inertia from the side.
No shoulder engagement.
Brass knuckle underneath your glove would be considered assault with a deadly weapon, man. I mean, and it's a lot harder to hide. Like, if you wanted to do assault with a deadly weapon, the way to go would be like dipping your hand wraps in plaster. So what you do is you dip your hands in plaster, and then you put the gloves on, and then the plaster hardens underneath the gloves. You realize the boxing promotion we're using is making us buy our own gloves and bring them with us? I highly doubt there's going to be a guy that signs off on hand wraps. Just saying.
No, like he can't like pivot his
Like how
hips and,
Trump
like,
dances with just
there's
static
nothing.
moves like that.
I know
Not
we've
a
been
problem.
over this before, but do you remember when Boogie came on this show and told the
Dude.
story of how he intimidated that man at a gas station
Yeah.
by like showing his "I'm angry" face, and
Yeah,
the
he
guy
punked somebody out at a gas station.
Dude, Kyle,
because
if
he
you
looked at
watch
his
that
woman
clip
wrong.
and watch
He
Kyle's
groped his
face
lady.
throughout it, it's hilarious.
Oh, really?
Because
I need
Kyle's
to do
face is
that.
just like indignant of like, you did not
Yeah.
intimidate someone at the gas station.
I'm not
he
a
like-
badass, but I know some, and that just
Oh,
ain't how
wow.
your standard gas station fight goes, bro. Like, and just the idea that anybody's getting
That
intimidated
mustache
by
is
that
hilarious. Credit where credit's
like-
due.
like nobody's afraid of Boogie out there. His story was that this guy like grabbed Boogie's woman's like ass or something, like super, maybe her pussy. Like it was like
Whoa.
crazy. Like it was crazy how like
You know how it
wait,
gets
you're-
at Circle K.
It was like a sex-
times.
it had
And that
gone
man later
past-
became president.
It was like a sexual
that man?
assault. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I was like, oh, and what did you do? Oh, I hulked out on him. I grew 3 sizes, and he just looked at me and he just shrank like the coward he was. And
What he
ran off.
realized is that we were on a major fault line and his life was in my hands. He knocks me down and we all go.
But I hope they fight. I would love to see that, but I would love to bet on Wings. I think Wings is like a 2-to-1 favorite in my odds book. But the odds of Wings signing that contract are like 10-to-1. If he's got any sense, Wings never sign a contract without having a lawyer fucking look at it. Just do that. Do not sign anything until a lawyer looks at it.
Unless you have
But
like a
then sign
really
it.
good feeling about it.
That's straight from Cliff Hutchinson.
At least have Woody look at it. Send the contract to Woody. He'll look at it and he'll notice if it says that.
like
Yeah, but you'll notice anything glaring. You know,
maybe if it's glaring.
you'd notice something like in perpetuity, we now own your house. Whoa. I don't even own my house.
Jesus.
Like it would be a whole thing, you know? So you need to catch him before he gives somebody else's house away or something like that.
I got my money on Boogie. I think
Really?
he's got-
I'll take it.
I'll
Boom.
take
your
you and
money.
I.
take these odds.
$10.
I don't think he'll sign the contract either. $10 you're on, but I think he's got a lot. I think he's got a lot more rage that's just waiting to come out. Like, look, that contributes to his size, and I think it'll come out in the ring.
You think
I
so?
hear you,
I
but
don't know.
think about what Wings says when he loses a video game or if he gets team killed. Wings is filled with rage. It is right there, ready to be called upon at any time. His standard line is, "I hope your parents die in a fiery automobile wreck." Right? Like that. Wings has got the
Love
rage.
that one.
He doesn't give up rage to anybody.
Boogie does hope his own parents die, though, in that same automobile wreck. So he
that
could
evens out. They're
judo.
both brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, he could flip it around.
Yeah, keto.
If Boogie had a chance, he'd have to end it quickly.
Boogie's so fat that if he hit you in a car, it would be worse than normally getting hit by a car. They'd be like, "What happened here? Oh, everything's destroyed."
This is only a Civic, and it hits like an SUV.
Yeah, I'd
You
rather get hit
start
by a truck
explaining,
carrying
like,
ball bearings.
velocity times mass.
You guys are laughing at me, but you guys realize that there's some people that never leave their fucking hometown to like fly 3,000 miles away, cross the border, and have a guy that can't speak English cut your stomach out. It's kind of fucking scary.
I dropped one of mine earlier. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Everybody stick around because we're going to have some fun and look at this ring. Go and
Methodist
Queen works only
occasionally.
Running into Frank Hassel? No. No, I'm not scared of running into Frank Hassel.